This is the exact YouTube sales funnel that generated over 9K in revenue for one of our clients, and is the exact funnel that all the biggest business owners on YouTube use, like Iman Gadzhi, Alex Hormozi, and William Brown. In this video, I'm going to walk through the YouTube funnel that handles objections, builds massive authority, and turns viewers into high-paying clients with just 30 minutes of recording per week. By the end, you have everything you need to build this system and grow your business with YouTube. Let's get into it. So the first step of the YouTube sales funnel is going to be the trifecta system. So the whole idea of the trifecta system is to attract, educate, and convert your viewers into buyers. And each single video plays into each other, so you create a content ecosystem. That way, when leads come into your funnel, they can binge watch 3 to 5 of your videos, build enough trust and conviction, and book a call with you. But here's the problem. Most business owners only do one of the 3. That is why the channel don't generate leads. And each part of the funnel plays a huge role in your sales process. If you take a look of all the biggest names in the space, like Alex Hormozi, William Brown, and Iman Gadzhi, you see that they use the same funnel with top of the funnel videos, middle of the funnel videos, and bottom of the funnel videos. And each single video plays into each other. That way, they create a content ecosystem. And this is a crucial part in your sales process because Google did a super in-depth research saying that for someone to trust you enough to buy from you, he needs to consume at least 7 hours of your content across 11 touch points in 4 different locations. This is why it's so important to create YouTube content, because you can easily hit those 7 hours of content in like 20 videos. So you just need to create 20 videos and you should be able to start generating those hyper qualified leads because you already have the content to nurture and educate them. And that is super important because with the rising of AI content, people are becoming even more skeptical, the market is sophisticating, and people don't trust other people that easily. Because at the end of the day, trust is the biggest factor when it comes down to making buying decisions. So if you can shorten the sales cycle and build more trust with prospects before every single call using just a simple YouTube video. Now that you know how the funnel works, you need to understand what kind of videos we need to create. So the first type is going to be your top of the funnel videos. These are your how-to videos built around your ICP's most common problems and desires. They have a high search traffic and a big TAM. Basically big total addressable market. These videos are going to be this green circle, which you see, this is going to be your total addressable market, and then you have a serviceable, obtainable market. For the most part, when you create top of the funnel videos, they are going to be in this category because these are going to be mostly beginners. 80% of your niche is going to be made of beginners. If you can actually appeal to those beginners, you should be able to get a lot more people into your funnel, and then you can just funnel them to the middle and bottom of the funnel content. For example, for my niche, which is going to be YouTube growth, the biggest bubble that you can actually target is YouTube growth. Then you have YouTube growth for businesses, and then you have a YouTube growth for businesses that are doing over 20K per month. And you can definitely see how small the bubbles become because my ICP is becoming smaller and smaller because how many people actually make 20K and are looking to start posting content on YouTube or scale their business with YouTube. And here are a few examples: how to win with AI in 2026, how to build a magnetic personal brand, and how to create a 1 million a month YouTube video sales letter. This is super important because you can definitely see how big the topics and what makes the videos clickable. Which is going to be first is going to be Alex Hormozi's video. Is going to be about AI. AI is one of the biggest topics in 2026. Everyone is talking about AI and how they can integrate it into their sales process, into their business, etc., etc. Then we have how to build a magnetic personal brand. Personal brands was one of the biggest topics in 2023, 2024, and it's still a pretty big topic, so people actually talk about it, and it's pretty obvious that he's going to be generating a lot more views based on the topic, because this will resonate with every single part of his total addressable market. And then you have VSLs, super simple VSLs. Every single business owner has heard of VSLs, and a big portion of the business space runs VSL funnels. So it's pretty normal that this will appeal to people that are looking to start or scale their business with VSLs. For example, we recently did this video for one of our clients, and as you can see, it was a 39x outlier, 7K views in 2 months. So what exactly is an outlier? It's a video that performed 10, 20, 30 times better than the channel's average views. Why is that important? Is because it's a evergreen asset, and this video is a top of the funnel video. This is a highly searchable video that everyone can search and actually start watching. So this video was posted around 72 days ago, and as you can see, the video hasn't stopped growing for months. So it's going up and up and up, and this video will definitely hit 10K views. And this is why it's so important to create YouTube content, because this is a evergreen sales asset. And now that you know how to get that attention from our ICP, we need to nurture it and educate. So the second part of the sales funnel is going to be middle of the funnel videos. These are your authority builders. They do heavy lifting before every single sales call, and they handle objections, shift limiting beliefs, build trust and conviction with the viewer, and position your process and systems as the only logical choice. Here are a few examples. Why you aren't making as much money as you want. Meta's new Android Meta update is skyrocketing ad costs, and info is that in 2026 do this instead. And every single one of these videos is educating you on a certain topic. And if you dig even deeper, you'll notice that they're trying to shift your limiting beliefs. Why you aren't making money, now they're gonna tell you why you're not making money and what you can change. Then info is that, then he's gonna explain why info is that and why you should be doing XYZ business model. So the whole idea is to shift your limiting beliefs and nurture you as much as possible. And then they can build authority on top of what they already said. Now we have all the attention, we know how to nurture it, we need to actually convert it. We need to be creating bottom of the funnel videos. These are your case studies and client interviews. Walk through the exact transformation before and after state of your client, before working and after working with you. Include specific numbers, time frames, and mechanisms throughout the whole video. One case study will generate more revenue than 30 core emails and 100 shorts. And this is why it's so important to make these videos, because this is the biggest lever that you can actually pull in your business. And this is why it's so important to make these videos, because this is the biggest lever that you can pull to scale your business with YouTube. For example, he scaled from 200k to 2 million to 1 million a month. Here's how. He made a 58-year-old who made 40k trading one day. George testimonial for Win and Brown. So you can definitely see how these videos are positioned, and you can definitely see how important it is to make this type of videos. That way, whenever a lead comes into a funnel, he's going to be able to binge watch 3 or 4 of your videos, and he's going to be able to get nurtured, educated, and you're going to be building authority and trust, which is the biggest advantage of creating YouTube content. And if you want us to handle the whole process done for you, so you can just record videos for 30 minutes a week, clear the first link in the description and book code me. Now that you know the exact content that you should be making, you need to understand how much you should be making. So the split is super simple. 50, 25, 25. So we need to be creating 50% top of the funnel, 25 middle of the funnel, and 25 bottom of the funnel content. Super simple. You need to be creating top of the funnel to generate as much eyeballs from your ICP. That way you get new people into your channel, and then you can just funnel them to the middle and to the bottom of the funnel. You need to be creating one middle of the funnel per month and one bottom of the funnel video per month. And it all depends on your channel and if you're just starting from scratch. If you're starting from scratch, this is the split that you should be running: 50, 25, and 25. And if you already have an established YouTube channel, you can go a little bit different route, which is going to be 50% middle of the funnel, 25 bottom of the funnel, and 25% top of the funnel. Basically, you make 2 middle of the funnel videos per month. And now that you know the exact funnel, what kind of videos you should be making and how much you should be making, you need to understand the biggest mistakes that will kill your conversions. The biggest mistake is that most business owners think that YouTube is like any other social media platform. You're not creating viral content. You're not looking for views, subscribers, and virality. You're looking for qualified calls per 1,000 views. Then you need to stop posting on topics your ICP doesn't care about. This is the biggest mistake. You're making topics that doesn't resonate with your ICP's pains, fear, desires, and that way you actually get those hyper qualified leads into your funnel. You're making whatever you want or whatever you like recording, which is one of the biggest mistakes. Then you need to stop paying thousands for video editors and thumbnail designers when it's not needed at all. You don't need to pay $500 per video for a video editor when you can just rip super raw authentic videos like I'm doing right now with a Miro board, with a Google Doc, and just share as much value and solve problems that people would definitely pay for. So that's the exact YouTube sales funnel that generated thousands for our clients. If you want us to build the same system for your business, so you can just record for 30 minutes a week and have everything else done for you, click the first link in the description to book a call with me. And if your ads are bringing leads but are showing up cold, uneducated, and price sensitive, the problem isn't your ads. Watch this video next where I break down why YouTube is the missing piece.